Hi, my name is Mark Nieves. I'm very happy here with talking with two of the stars of the new movie Star People here with Eddie Martinez and his daughter, also an actress, Adriana Aluna Martinez. So, how you guys doing today?
What's up, Mark? Nice to meet you. We're doing great. Thanks for having us.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the movie. So, first of all, I'm going to ask Adriana, how do you feel being on the big screen, especially next to your father?
I mean, this was my like second time on like a big screen like this. So I mean, I'm not 100% used to it yet, but with him he made it much easier so I can have someone to help me whenever I needed it.
Perfect, perfect. Also, the other way around, Eddie, how do you feel being with your daughter, being able to share this experience with her, and also doing all this promotion because usually you do it by yourself, but now you're doing it with your daughter. So how do you feel this is sharing this experience with her?
It's a wonderful experience, Mark. It's like a dream come true. Being on set with her, I was glad she was casted because I knew I didn't have to act. It was gonna come. Worrying about her was gonna come naturally. And doing this interviews with her is great too. Seeing what a little professional she is. She's smarter than me. Like I'm learning from her. She But they're good. Maybe it's because she's half Puerto Rican. It has to do with my wife. I don't know what it is.
There we go, there we go. So also, wanted to know a little bit about the movie. It is based on a real story that happened in Arizona, right?
Yeah, it's based on a real events that happened in 1997. The Phoenix Lights, they call them. In 1997, there was a mass sighting of these strange lights in the sky, with which that a lot of people saw. And Claire, the lead character in this film, when she was a little girl, she witnessed those lights. And that's how, and so now that she's an adult, she's a photographer, and she's been obsessed with those lights ever since she was a little girl. And that's basically what the how the story begins, what it's about.
Yeah. Also, one of the aspects of the movie is bringing the hot. Everything was so hot, especially I live in Puerto Rico, so every day here is hot. So I think what Adam did with the movie was special because the weather becomes its own character because it's something that is involved all the time. You see all the characters being involved in this process because everybody's get upset, everybody's down. We see Adriana's also been sick because she's been dehydrated from all this heat. So how was it working in this environment, trying to bring it to the screen and make the us the viewers being part of that world?
Um, well, trying to act in the heat wasn't a big deal because it was really hot. And yeah, I feel like it did. I didn't think it was gonna play as much as a big part as it actually was. I mean, everyone like was getting upset and like it it was actually a big part more than I thought it was.
Yeah, and I think you said it, Mark. It was like its own character. This massive heat wave that is happening during the story. And like Adriana said, we didn't really have to act that much because during the day in Arizona, it almost gets as hot as Puerto Rico. It's very dry. It's
Yeah, yeah, it was.
very hot. So when we were shooting during the day, it was very hot. So we didn't have to act. But what I did like is that the heat when you're so hot and like we've been in Puerto Rico in my mother-in-law's house when there's no air conditioning, it's like it just affects your
Yep.
whole mood from and I think this was written very woven in there how the heat can just affect someone's mood and especially someone's state of mind when it's so hot.
Yeah, that's something I did enjoy. Because this is not something we see usually on movies, and especially the way the heat is portrayed. That everybody is getting upset. The way that people are over with this heat is you can see in the movie. Also, I want to.
Something I want to throw in there,
Yeah.
something I learned from this is I don't want to give it away, but when you're driving, right, and your car overheats, there it says something that I didn't know, and apparently that's true. You do something and that cools the engine down. And I didn't know that's what you and that sounded crazy, but I talked to Adam and yeah, he researched it and he was like, yeah, that's
Oh.
new. I'm like, oh, I learned something new.
There we go. Yeah, I remember that scene. So okay, that works. Something I want to talk about the movie is that something it was involved in the 90s is sadly still we see it in what's happening today in the political system, especially in the US. It's about illegal aliens and the way they're portrayed, and we see it with you as a father and daughter, and sadly we're seeing that in is this movie portrayed. Do you think that's something that maybe Adam was wanted to portray in the film? And also, how do you feel being able to portray the Latinos the way that sadly we've been treated over in the U.S.?
Well, yeah, that was one of the things that interested me a lot about playing this character. That because I'm an immigrant to this country, and I think that was definitely Adam's intention. I love the way that he wrote this role of Ricardo and Gabby. And it wasn't just like too much in your face. It wasn't preachy. I think it was beautifully woven into this story of Claire looking for UFOs. Uh, and it turns out to be a story about family and about a brother-sister relationship. And within that story is a story about a father who's lost, just looking for a better life for his daughter. Um, and to me, I think that's important, the way that he wrote Ricardo, because I think, especially, I mean, it's always been groups, certain groups of people demonize immigrant, calls it illegal aliens, and there's this portrayal of the reasons why we come here and that we don't belong here. But I like the way that in this story, it's more to how real life is, how the truth is that a lot of these people, most of them are not criminals, but they're just coming here out of necessity and just looking for a better life, for a better future for their kids. And that's all within this beautiful sci-fi story.
Yeah, they say it's portrayed as sci-fi, but it has so many layers of realism that does brings it down to earth to let you know that sadly these things are still happening, especially in these days in the U.S. So I wasn't able to enjoy to see that part and be able to apply it. Maybe we're older. Maybe your daughter now she's part of the film. Maybe she can see the other side of what many peoples or many families struggle to get to the U.S. and trying to be able to provide their families. And now you're able to see that with her with in this movie. Also, I want to ask you just a little bit about working with Kat because I know she was probably part of the film. So Adriana has a big smile though, so let me talk to her. So how was it working with Kat?
I mean, besides the fact that they're like absolutely amazing and like um I mean I can't there's so many thoughts. Like they were always like there, like they had like that mindset and like someone else said they always put like 110% in that role. And I think like they played this role, I mean like the best that they could because it wasn't easy, but like they played like the family problems, the brother
Mhm.
problems, and how they just wanted to prove that she was right that there was lights in the sky. I mean, they played that amazing. And actually, you can talk about the scene.
Yeah, I will just add that they were wonderful to work with. Kat is a wonderful artist. I think as Claire, she played it beautiful. I think she led this story very good, and they're very good human, like easy to get along with. All three of them, all of the three leads, McCabe and Connor and Kat, they're all wonderful to work with. We all got along. We're all friendly. We joked around. It was a lovely set. Along with the Felix, what was his name?
Mm.
Yes.
Well, the character, the actor who played Felix, I'm escaping his name. He was another wonderful actor that was lovely. Yeah, Bradley Fisher, and on top of that, Kat is a wonderful singer.
Ah, nice.
For voice. The song at the end of this film is
Mhm.
really good song, and that's all Cat. They wrote it with someone else. I can't remember who they wrote it, but they wrote this song specifically for this film, and it's a really good song. And all their music is really good. I went and I listened to it. They have a beautiful voice.
Well, thank you so much for being me. We were to talk to you about the movie. Congratulations on the film, especially just to remind everybody The movie Star People is going to be on movie theaters this July 25th, and then on VOD on August 12th. Again, thank you so much.
I just want to say, Mark, before you go, I want to say saludos a todos en Bayamón. Bayamón. Todos los Cortés en Bayamón. Saludos de la familia Martínez.
All right, thanks, guys.